Previously on DrakeParagon.
You know, you ever feel like you just want to go sailing, eh?
So good to see you alive again. Hate running the engine. The end of this first leg is coming up soon. Wow. The first real meal you've had since we pushed off from Gloucester.
Anchor like fear.
This morning I found him on deck. He passed away. They were like, go straight to the Coast Guard base and wait there. We will meet you there. We're just coming into Lunenburg in about 8 miles. I'm going about 3 knots. I could do 6 if I was running the engine, in which case we'd be there in an hour, but at 3 knots, hey, we'll be there in a few hours, and I won't have to burn that gallon or 2 of fuel. Save it for later. Maybe I should shake that reef out of the main, because it's such light air, we go a bit faster. It wouldn't take me too long. I usually don't sail at night without 2 reefs in. Even if it's calm conditions going into the night, if a squall picks up, it's just a bear to reef it in squally conditions in the dark. And I'd rather not do that, so I just reef it before nightfall. Speed over ground of 3 knots. The waypoint is 7.5 nautical miles away. And that's the waypoint right there, marking the entrance of going into the harbor. We're going at a good speed to let that guy pass us. He's going at about 9 knots and we're going at about 2. You can see on the chart plotter that he's showing up on AIS right there. He's the green triangle with the red arrow going to the upper right, and we are the red boat moving straight up. The boat's name is Yorktown. He is going 9.3 knots. Course over ground is 51.5. The closest point of approach is 0.973 nautical miles, so as long as I maintain course and he does as well, then there's no possibility of a collision or near collision. I wonder if he's going into Lunenburg Bay. Probably is, unless he's just shooting straight offshore from here. I don't know. He's gonna cross our bow though, and then see if he gets into position for going into Lunenburg Bay. You can see on the chart plotter that I've got multiple waypoints making up a route, which brings us right into Lunenburg Bay. And zoom in some more. There's the harbor. And zoom in a little bit more. You can see that the depths are 2_2, 2_4, 2_3. Those are all in meters, and the underscore means tenths of a meter. So We'll probably be anchoring in 6 feet and 2/10 of a meter, so 2/10, that's 1/5. 1/5 of 3 is, you get the picture. Crew's still asleep, but I will wake them up soon as we're making our final approach into Lunenburg. The plan from here is to spend a few days in Lunenburg and then seriously look at weather and get the very next window, even if that's like on the 4th day. Lunenburg's a beautiful place from what I hear, but our objective is to get to Nook, Greenland with enough of the season left to really see as much of Greenland as we can. So just a little pit stop, stretch our legs, maybe get some local food, and then we'll get the heck out of there and on to St. John's, Newfoundland, which will be about twice as long as this past voyage. Okay, start the engine, get going, here we go. Let it warm up for a bit, make sure we're in neutral and the kill switch is down, and turn that key. Beautiful. So we'll just let that engine warm up over the next few minutes and then get into forward gear and take down the sails and motor on into the harbor. See what happens next. Hopefully anchoring won't be a problem. Yorktown is definitely heading into Lunenburg Harbour. We are now chasing him. He's going about 9 miles, and with the engine running, we've bumped our speed up to about 5. It will be good to see him enter the harbor in front of us and make note of anything interesting to do with his navigating in. Over the next couple of days, the lowest of the low tides will be at least 1.5 feet above low water. So that gives us an additional 1.5 feet over what it says on the chart. I think so. But in any case, we'll use our depth sounder when we get there. We'll motor around the harbor and note what the depth sounder reads. With the chart plotter, we can figure out where the tide is, and based on the number of feet under the keel and how much further the tide needs to go down to get to the low water for the day and for the next day, we will make the decision on if we can anchor there. And certainly if we bump anything, then we won't anchor there. Other options are to get a slip in a marina in Lunenburg Bay, which I prefer not to because, you know, I like to anchor for free rather than pay for marina slips. Although in this instance, since it's our first time in Canada, it may make the customs entry procedure go a little bit smoother, especially if they want to come visit the boat, and they'll require us to take a dock somewhere. Maybe we can dock for free just so that customs can visit us. Or not, I don't know. We are 7 miles away from where we plan to drop anchor, so going through Lunenburg Bay is about 6 miles of that, and then into the harbor is the last 1 mile. Hopefully we'll be able to drop it. The cruising guide, it doesn't have a VHF station to hail to request if you can take a mooring ball. They said that the mooring balls are red and numbered, so if you see a free one and the anchoring doesn't look good and the depths are okay where the mooring balls are, then maybe we'll do that. Just grab a ball, launch the dinghy, row ashore, figure out who owns mooring balls and try to pay them, find a phone, call customs, tell them we're here. Hopefully they'll say, okay, welcome to Canada, or they'll say, you know, go back to your boat or bring your boat to a dock, or, you know, wait at some local facility and we'll come meet you and they may interview us ashore, or they may require us to get the boat into a marina slip, and then they will come aboard and visit the boat in person. Well, it's so much nicer when you can just call them on the phone and they say, welcome to the country, and have a good time, and that's it. Which happens sometimes and other times not, and I don't know how they make the determination on whether to board you or not. I come into Gloucester, Massachusetts from offshore from Bermuda, and immediately they were like, go straight to the Coast Guard base and wait there. We will meet you there, driving in from the next town over. And then they required me to bring the boat to the dock, and they searched it. Whereas came into North Carolina, coming in from offshore from Bermuda, and they said proceed to this marina where you've got free dockage and we will come visit you. And 2 Coast Guard guys did. They were very friendly, very nice. They didn't search the boat, they didn't interrogate us, but they did ask us if we had any meats, fresh meats, and I did in the freezer, and they took all of that and threw it away. Another time I came into, Boston, got into the marina, got to a payphone, called Coast Guard. They said, welcome back. And that was it. Didn't have to meet anybody. They didn't need to come aboard the boat. Well, we'll see what happens when we come into Lunenburg Harbour this time. We've got the whole, are we going to anchor? Is that going to be a problem? What about the mooring balls? Maybe we'll take a marina slip. What about customs? And we don't want to be here for very long, so we'll immediately start looking for a weather window to sail to St. John's. Hopefully Mo has her sea legs. I really hope she's got her sea legs. It doesn't have to be sick in her berth. I don't know how to get to 2-1 Bravo. Let's try 8-3. Nope, I only got 8-3 Alpha. I guess that means my VHF needs to be reset for Canadian VHF communications. I only have 2-1 and 8-3 Alpha channels, and he said that they'd broadcast on 2-1 and 8-3 Bravo. I can't get the Bravo one. We've entered Lunenburg Bay, and we're about 5 miles from entering Lunenburg Harbour right here. Okay, coast looks clear. Wake up the crew. Hey Mo, hi there. Good morning. I just want to let you know that we've entered Lunenburg Bay, and we're about 5 miles from entering Lunenburg Harbour, where we'll drop anchor. If you want to see Lunenburg Bay, our first up-close look at the coast of Canada, then you can get your foul weather gear on because it's raining. We'll be dropping anchor in an hour. Anna, good morning. Hi. Hello. Hello. We've entered Lunenburg Bay, and we're about 5 nautical miles from Lunenburg Harbour, precisely where we'll drop anchor.
Yep.
Yeah, so, like, if you want to get your first look at the Canadian coastline up close.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah! We'll be there soon. Gray! But it's very exciting. Coming into Lunenburg. It's gray and there's a bit of fog out there too. Fog. I've read that these waters feature some of the quickest, fastest appearing and densest fog in the world, rendering it completely unnavigable without radar and GPS chart plotter. Hopefully this isn't a fog that's like moving in fast, because that would really ruin my day. Shouldn't be, because the sun's just starting to come out, although we can't see any sun. It's too much cloud cover. With a little adjustment to port. There. Okay. How'd you sleep?
Yeah, it slept great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it slept really good.
We are here!
Yeah, man.
Lunenburg Bay, there it is, Canada!
That's so cool. Did you set sails late earlier, or?
Oh, I was doing all kinds of stuff with the sail, yeah. Yeah, we're for a bit we're under all sails, and yeah, I had a problem getting the full main up because it kept on tangling with the lazy jacks because we were already sailing off the wind. I tried to, bring it down and up, and every time it got caught in the lazy jacks, and I had the two head sails out already, so I was like, okay, either, bring the head sails in and point the boat into the wind so that I can raise the main, or I just fucked with it for about half an hour, and then I was like, screw it.
Yeah.
And I took the main down and I put the cover over it. Now we're just jib.
Jib.
Here we are.
Oh, Nova Scotia. Oh, I see. Oh, we're just coming to the bay.
Yep, Lunenburg Bay. But the distance, well, on the run line anyway.
It's like 5 nautical miles or something, is it?
Distance to the harbor is 5.8.
Yeah.
So, and we're going at 5, so we'll be there soon.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so used to being out at sea when you look at the radar, you're like, there's ships everywhere. No, it's just land, don't worry.
Wow. Lunenburg Harbour. Coming up.
You know what this reminds me of? What? You know the end of Red October?
The end of Red October?
Yeah, where they finally get the submarine and they're sneaking it into America.
Oh yeah.
And they're going into this bay.
That's right.
And they're like, my grandfather used to go fishing here. I'm like, we're going to Lunenburg.
Totally what it looks like, huh?
What is that? It's a house.
Wow.
Oh, someone's got a purple shed. Look. It's like...
We got a big submarine hidden right down there.
Oh, this is deadly. Wow. It's really, really piney as well, too. A lot of pine.
A lot of pine. Lunenburg was a commercial fishing town. Lunenburg and Gloucester both had their heyday like long ago, and now it's sort of identifies with commercial fishing, but it's more, or at least Lunenburg is much more tourism, according to the book.
Oh, this is lovely.
We gotta get the sail down too.
Alright, Captain, ready to take helm?
Needed to ease the jib.
The jib? Alright.
Or, yeah, and I'll furl it. Here we go. Ready to start furling. You can loosen it all the way now. I put the Q flag up.
Did you put it up?
I did.
Oh, sweet. So glad you waited until daytime to come in.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? I never go into a harbor at night that I'm unfamiliar with. Like, if I've done it a ton of times before and I know it really well and what to expect, I'll do it at night, but otherwise, no way. First time, forget it. Just hove to all night if we need to.
Yeah. Really looking forward to seeing Lunenburg. It reminds me of this forest park in Ireland.
Yeah.
Loch Key Forest Park, and it's just woodland all around the edge. It just reminds me a little bit of that. It's just a big lake, but I know it's not.
Yeah.
Just really heavy pine forests on the sea. I'm just trying to think of where in Ireland has that. It's all pine. Like you're looking from left to right, and it's all you can see. Like,
huh? Interesting, yeah. It gets damn cold up here. Well, in the wintertime, I think it's like the coldest place imaginable. Like,
subarctic conditions, like.
Yeah.
Maybe a little further north, subarctic. Here it's just freezing.
Really cold. Like, I don't know.
It's this cold in the summer, like.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is cold. What it's like in the winter. And the locals will be like, this isn't cold.
Yeah. This is not cold. The first voyage. The first leg.
Nearly completed.
Nearly completed of Paragon's North Atlantic adventure.
Once we've dropped anchor, then we'll be completed.
Oh my god. Yeah, once you drop anchor, I'll want to, like, you know, toast with some whiskey, but I think we should go talk to customs first.
Whiskey and customs or customs and whiskey? Hey, have you any drink on board? No. If you're coming in here without GPS, in fog,
I can't imagine.
there's really no defining land points. I mean, you've got bumpy hill, bumpy hill, bumpy hill, bumpy hill, around the same dimensions, around the same position away from each other. And then it's just all really flat and really looks the same. There's no go left at or go straight for the Johnny Church or something like that.
There are a few buoys, but you'd have to be a hell of a navigator to figure it out and reduce visibility without radar and sharp plotter or GPS. So we've switched the chart plotter into radar overlay mode. Now you can see our route going into Lunenburg Harbour, and then the sort of moving red areas are what the radar's picking up. So radar's picking up land. That's radar overlay on top of the chart plotter displaying the paper chart.
Would you like a little cup of tea or coffee?
I could go for a coffee. Yeah.
I'll put on the kettle.
Thank you.
Now that I know where it is.
That would be awesome. Our new home for the next few days. We are voyagers, explorers, adventurers, with a lust to wander. I'm working on it.
I'm just waiting for the Star Trek soundtrack to kick off. Like, here we go again.
Oh god.
See the final frontier.